is Adigan Azekwe Polak speaking, and hello and quite a splendid welcome to you. I'm the official creator of this original 2010 digital painting artwork entitled Controlling the Quicksands, one of my very damn best and wildly original artworks that I have ever done to date on DeviantART today, out of all of my own artworks featured in my own gallery there. And you can find it as well as the full original storyline to this piece on the official artworks of Adigan Azekwe Polak on DeviantART at adiganpolak.deviantart.com, by the way. As you just saw right here, the quicksand in this art design of controlling the quicksands indeed was used in just such a way so as to actually create such a grand and special royal regalia for the main character of the sabkha sorceress Qaalorii, and also to make her become the next reigning successor and queen to the throne of the great and mysterious dune kingdom of Zaloris, enabling her as a grand victor, rather instead of even playing the hapless and stereotypical quicksand victim at all, like you see in such films as Tarzan's Hidden Jungle from 1955, Captive Girl from 1950, The Hound of the Baskervilles from 1959, Valley of Mystery from 1967, When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth from 1970, and even Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull from 2008, for example. More on that a little later. And what is more, this very artwork is also an excellent, groundbreaking example of material that literally blows away all of the man-made cliches about that slimy, ever-yielding sand and mud indeed, making for quite a special creation that you see right here that is completely out of the ordinary, I should well rather say. You know, in order to help make an artwork creation as spectacular as you can be, okay, you had to just better have plenty of originality of the cliche-defying kind, in addition to the excellent quality design, concept, and execution as well, which will really damn come in seriously handy indeed. Too many quicksand-related artworks on DeviantArt these days regularly show the same exact basic premise of women stinking in quicksand, /mud, /bogs, /tar pits, focusing largely, if not even mainly as well, on the helplessness and possible threat of the woman's situation, and also tending for her to struggle and struggle in the quaking mire, causing her further descent and her panic to grow and grow even worse, eventually all the way to the all-too-common and traumatic fear of her about to be sucked underneath this pulsating, slimy surface and die. Now that there is straight out of the quicksand scene cliche playbook, you know? Look, we have seen this done and beaten to death over and over and over again for around 100 plus straight years in the motion picture industry, on television, in books including comics as well, in print, and even on the internet and YouTube and other mediums as well. And it is just sad to me particularly to see way too many of these artworks indeed following the same tried and tired formulaic trend that I'm talking about. No. And even detestably worse it to me, at least, is that some or even more of these types of artworks have actually and deliberately shown women and even nude ones bound, chained, tied, duct taped, and or gagged while sinking deeper and deeper in such deep, bottomless quicksands and stuff like that as the main primary focus for its own sake, too. Boy, I just personally loathe these kinds of pictures that do that indeed, to be honest, because to me, they simply have no damn heart, soul or originality whatsoever, since they tend to repeat and imitate the same basic thing too often. Therefore, those pictures indeed, and right through its own disguise, apparently. Besides, they feel more to me rather like a forsaken, despicable crime scene than anything else. And please do not even get me started on the sinking headfirst in quicksand artwork shtick either. Especially those that show nothing more than just a woman's leg sticking out of the goop as once again the main focal point. As I saw in one case from within a series of short digital artwork pictures that was once uploaded to DeviantART or DA on May the 31st, 2010. Forget it! 0. All of them is what I have personally found out and discovered time and again upon the word quicksand that I have typed on the DA search bar and went through many, many hundreds and even thousands of those pictures on multiple pages indeed. I mean, come on! It is time for a fresh, positive, and most awe-inspiring change for the much, much better indeed. And it all begins with this original work of controlling the quicksands that totally shatters the all too familiar mold of the typical quicksand scene syndrome and uses quicksand successfully in a most unusually fresh, inspiring, and perhaps quite cleverly fascinating new way, unlike many, many, many others before it. And it will really blow your mind clear right out of the water in such ever great fascination in general too. I gotta promise you now. Speaking of which, what I'm only saying here is, we need to just get play real and get some amazing, damn honest creativity and sheer genuine ingenuity going in our own artworks. Whether it involves quicksand, tar pits, deep mud, such other like substances or not. Flat out, no exceptions whatsoever. I've done that most brilliantly before in my previous digital painting creation original of Freya Woman Awakening from September 26, 2008, where the great and mighty feminine spirit of La Brea Woman emerges slowly and quite beautifully out of the immense, thick, bottomless, gooeyous, oily quicksand-like swamp of such so very pleasantly warm and softest melted liquefied pitch in a vast and far distant prehistoric era, while symbolizing an amazing sacredness and resurrection of women in such an unusually and more significantly quite fascinating manner. And also in my other works on DA for mature audiences 18 and over of You Are a Sacred Work of Art, The Queen of Seagulls, and The Womanly Resurrection, all from late 2009, respectively. Yep, that is right. I'm talking about sheer innovation over imitation, pure quality over quantity. Period. End of the conversation. Case rather freaking closed. I am not against the artist at all. Far from it. Rather, it is a raw, untapped originality, overcoming and even demolishing the same repeated humdrum cliches, of course, that not only truly stands out the most when it comes to artworks, especially on DeviantArt in general, but will also blow your widespread audiences and viewers away completely and even inspire them all greatly to come up with something rather new, innovative, and so cleverly damn fascinating in their own artworks too, especially when done right. And controlling the quicksands is just one of them, presented to you by yours truly, Adigan Azekwe Halak. After all, art is all about creative freedom. You heard me. the freedom and full-blown ability to actually produce something original and quite compellingly awe-inspiring in general, and also in doing something so truly and unusually special, wonderful, and wholly amazing in the overall art quality, concept, and clever watertight originality that is best suited for widespread audiences on the whole indeed, as opposed to plain imitating, which serves as nothing more than really a mere excuse to just churn out such Me Too, half-baked, been there done that artwork cliches that we have seen hundreds to thousands of times before already in the past. Believe me, I have ran my own original and ever-growing digital art group on DeviantART called Digital Brilliance for more than a half a year now so far, and continuing even now. And I know plain and well enough to know all of this myself indeed, even in the very creation of this entire digital artwork painting original that you are looking at right now too.